Hey, welcome to Sing and Cook on Sanjeev Kapoor's Khazana, and my name is Harpal Singh Sokhi. Today I'm going to show you some cheeky red tomatoes. Cheeky red tomatoes? What do you think of these when you think of tomatoes? I think of a great looking tomato soup. Very often I have seen that the moment you hear soups, you think of a tiresome, lengthy recipe. Here I'm going to show you a simple, quick tomato soup. Cheeky red tomatoes. So for these tomatoes, just cut them into half. Remove the eyes of the tomatoes so that they become blind. Yeah, these cheeky red tomatoes become blind. The eyes of the tomato. Removed all the eyes of the tomatoes. Eyes of the tomatoes? Yeah, they're all out. Now, in a tray, let me put these tomatoes in a tray. Put the garlic pods whole, some coriander stalks, nice fresh green coriander stalks. Sprinkle some salt on the tomatoes, some black pepper. If you want it more spicy, you can add some more. Some mixed herbs, bay leaf, and pour some olive oil on top of the tomatoes. Pretty simple, isn't it? Now, what do we do with these tomatoes? We put them in the oven at 220 degrees for roughly around 15 minutes. So, in goes the tomatoes into the oven. For roughly about 15 minutes until they are cooked. Let me check the tomatoes. Voila. After about 15 minutes, the tomatoes are nice, cooked and roasted. Now, what do we do with these tomatoes? These tomatoes, I'm going to grind them straight away. Put all of these tomatoes along with the garlic, the bay leaf, herbs. My tomatoes are ready to be ground now. Grind them fine, and also because you have pepper, you have bay leaf, you also have garlic. So everything has to be ground to a fine paste because the soup has to be nice, smooth and creamy, nice feel of tomatoes. Wherever I've had tomato soup, I've always seen that tomato soup is with flour or vinegar and I get those tastes. But this is with pure tomatoes. Flavor of garlic and herbs. The tomatoes are now ground to a fine paste. So let me pass them through a strainer also. Strain the roasted pureed tomatoes through a strainer so that any crushed pepper or bay leaf that has not ground well will not pass through the strainer, The tomatoes are now ground, strained and ready to be cooked. Let me light the pan. I'll cook here the tomato soup for some time to just check the seasoning and the thickness. If you want to make it nice and creamy or buttery, you can add some butter and fresh cream to it. But since I'm making a very healthier version of tomato soup, what I'm going to add is some water. You can also add vegetable stock. Voila, nice and thick tomato soup here. The soup is now getting boiled. Let me check the seasoning. Just the right kind of seasoning, the right amount of salt, herbs, garlic. I get the flavor of herbs also. I get a little bit of flavor of bay leaf. I've kept it simple because I want you to make it at home. Generally, people are afraid of making soups because the recipes are a little lengthier. They're made of maida, refined flour, and a lot of other things. I've kept it pretty simple. My soup is now boiling. My soup is now ready to be served. I have a soup plate here with me. Fantastic looking soup plate. If you have a soup cup at home, you can serve in that. Nice and thick tomato soup. Pretty simple, easy, and healthy. My tomato soup is now ready. Let me garnish the soup with a sprig of fresh coriander and pour little olive oil. Healthy tomato soup, just for you, plain and simple.